Welcome to HBO Lax. This is Lizzie Pace.
This is Catherine Dudas.
We're the two foremost TV film, pop culture, children having previous lives, experts in the world. And
Ariana
today we are here
Grande's cheating scandal expert.
Wait, what?
Yeah, okay, yeah, we
What's
gotta
the
get
Ariana Grande?
Okay, wait, okay, yeah. We are the two leading experts in TV. Guys, Ariana Grande. I'm
What?
are you? I'm
She
on this.
cheated?
I'm
They
on this
cheated?
TikTok. Yeah, she cheated. She's filming. Long story short, she's filming the Wicked movie. She was married. She is married, and then
Wicked
her
movie.
and
She is married to who?
she's married to this guy who was like a real estate guy. They got married like during COVID, but all these COVID relationships are breaking up, Lizzie. This is happening a lot. And this happened to like two other people I know. And so she's on the set with this guy, and then the guy is married and he has a kid he had with his high school sweetheart, his high school sweetheart. And they have a kid together for last year, a 1-year-old baby. And he cheated on her and he told her he was divorcing her, and then the next day
There's a guy on the set of Wicked?
yes, and he was also in SpongeBob the musical. He played SpongeBob, and
He's an actor?
he is an actor. And they
Okay.
and then all this stuff is coming out that they literally, when Ariana and the guy, when their spouses would come to town, they'd go on double dates while Ariana and the guy were hooking up. And Ariana would like have dinners with the wife and him.
Wait. They went on...
They went on double dates
Double
with their
dates?
spouses and the people they're sleeping with. Yeah, with each other.
Oh my God, like
movie
in
shit, like
White
movie-
Lotus.
Literally, it was. Oh yeah, it's literally
Couple swap.
It's couple swap, or it's
Kind
like.
of.
I mean, I wish the other two got together, but yeah, his wife literally is not 1 year postpartum, and he is leaving her for Ariana Grande. He told her he's divorcing her for Ariana Grande, and
Ariana Grande is getting divorced
also the dude, and they're going to be together. And the internet is upset.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Ariana Grande has really lived a life.
She has, and there's so many TikToks. There are girlies listening to this right now. There are people listening to this right now who are like, "Yeah, Catherine, I'm on this TikTok too." Where so apparently Ariana Grande, this is a pattern. Like she usually dates guys who are already in relationships. Apparently, this happened a lot. Is it Be Real?
I'm not doing my Be Real.
Well, it's funny because I couldn't really see what you're holding up because it disappears into the Zoom background. But
Oh, yeah.
so funny. Anyway, Ariana Grande.
Well,
isn't that
thank you for
crazy?
letting me know that.
Crazy.
Because
That's a
I did
crazy
not hear
world.
that. I mean, I did see their, all sorts of wild news this week.
I know. Also,
Lizzo,
Donald Trump got indicted. I
Oh yeah,
come in
Donald
with the really
Trump got
important news.
indicted. Oh yeah.
I come in with
Oh,
Ariana
right.
Grande. Oh God. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, I mean, that
So-
one is less shocking, I would say, than the Ariana Grande thing.
I agree.
Damn,
but-
what a sexy set Wicked must be. And that's going to make Wicked do so well.
Well, a lot of people are saying
Right?
the opposite because every woman on TikTok is very upset. Oh, because then the wife, after all this comes
Wait.
out, so it comes
Wait,
out.
all the women have turned on Ariana Grande?
Oh yeah, because they are doing the whole like she's going after men with wives and babies thing.
Wait, why?
Because she they're calling her a homewrecker. It's classic blame the woman shit.
Has she done this with a baby before?
No, but she's taken. Apparently, Pete Davidson was dating someone when she and him got together. Same with Mac Miller. Same with some other guy. There's like a pattern that she goes after guys already in
She
relationships.
just is like, I want that one.
Yes. Oh, and she has a song called "Don't Break." She literally has a song titled "Break Up with Your Girlfriend, I'm Bored." So now, it's literally the title, which is so funny. And everyone's like, "Yeah, okay." So she did tell us.
I mean,
that
how
was
strong
what
is
she-
your relationship if Ariana Grande can break it up?
No, 100. This is what I'm saying. And guys, controversial, but when everyone on TikTok was like, "Oh, but they were high school sweethearts," and I go, "Yeah, if you're a high school sweetheart, the odds are you're not gonna make it till you're 80. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I'm
peop-
sorry.
I'm sorry. You gotta
I'm
have
sorry,
sex with
but
other
that's
people.
an argument against.
I know.
Yeah,
It's just my own personal belief, and also I think it's true. Is that unless I think you have to take breaks, and then you could end up with your high school sweetheart, but you have to take breaks, date other people, see what the world is, then come back together in a very romantic love story that we all love to watch on Netflix, with bad dialogue. But you cannot just get with your high
Catherine,
school
can I tell you a
sweetheart,
stat
so
I learned on Love Island?
please.
I think I'm remembering it correctly. It was 75% of people have sex before marriage.
Okay. That's
Catherine,
I was
25%
just gonna say.
are high school sweetheart situation or religious. That's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
are
Like,
they
there's a lot.
That is a lot. Are they saying the entire world?
I don't know. It might have been UK.
Because that makes sense if, like, let's say the percentages of, like, all the religions and all the
It's
people.
either the world or the UK.
It's either.
Does that help?
And you know what? In the 1800s, it was the same thing. Boom, British Empire.
Boom.
Boom, mic drop. Fuck you,
colonizers.
British
Bozos.
It's so funny. Anyway.
Well,
Business.
thank you so much for updating me on that.
Yeah, that was our pop culture corner.
I haven't been on TikTok enough.
Oh, no,
clearly.
that's good. No, you should stay away. It's bad.
No, I need to be creating.
No,
I
you
need
should
to be
create.
creative.
Yes. Create.
Well, we're not here to talk about Ariana Grande.
Shockingly.
We are here to talk about The Bear, Season 2, Episode 7, the Richie episode.
The Richie.
Ooh. What was this? What was this episode called?
Forks.
Ugh, so good. It makes sense now.
It makes sense.
The episode titles actually have to do with the episode a lot.
A lot, guys.
Which I like.
And you come to the experts to really tell you that. We've looked at the facts. We've looked at everything. The titles match what happens in the episode.
Ellie.
But business.
Okay, so we start this episode. This episode is almost, like 97% about Richie.
We got to do business.
We have business.
We're
We have
usually
even more business.
I know. I replaced the business with Ariana Grande talk, but we also have to do
I know.
business.
Oh,
I distracted
my head
you.
is in a kerfuffle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Okay,
my
so business first, then we play. First. We're picking our next show. And guess what? We've narrowed it down from all of our Instagram polls to 4 shows. And if you are one of our Patreon members, you can go vote in the final 4 poll right now. Please do that. We're probably going to leave it up for 24 hours, I think. And then we're going to come to our final decision of our next 2 shows. Both the HBO Lax one and the HBO Max.
Yes.
So
basically,
Patreon
of these
members,
4, we're going to do 2 of
please.
them. And
We're going to do 2, but vote for the one that you are the most excited about, that you'll be the most upset if we don't do.
Yes.
And those 4 are Silo,
Yeah.
Barry Season 4. Okay, Silo is on Apple TV. Barry is on Max. Only Murders in the Building, Hulu. Jury Duty, Hulu. We got there.
Or is that Freevee? Or is that the same?
Fuck.
Is it Amazon
shit.
Freevee? I don't really get what Freevee is. But I think it's free.
It might be, but I feel like I watched it on Hulu. Amazon Prime Video. Okay, so you're right. It is on Freevee. Amazon's streamer. So those are your 4 options. We are excited about all 4 of these.
Yeah.
And that's patreon.com/HBO Lax.
Yes, man.
And we also have a ton of content there now. We've got the entire Severance Season 1. We've got Yellow Jackets Season 2. We have all of our episodes ad-free, including our back catalog. It's a huge back catalog now. At Yellow Jackets Season 2 now. The Last of Us Season 1. The White Lotus Season 2. House of the Dragon Season 1. Minus the first few episodes, which we never did, which maybe we will do one day.
Well, because it's a tradition with Lizzie's podcast that we start in the 3rd episode. of a season.
Yeah, you got to be like, am I going to start it? Am I going to start it? Okay, do it now.
I love it. Do it now.
You got to, I mean, you also
dive in.
kind of
It's
got to
scary.
know that you're going to like a show. And
Yes,
gonna have
of
to
course.
watch a few episodes.
Yeah, and you just gotta go for it. Content.
But that is our business.
That's
Go
our
vote in that
business.
poll. Patreon.com/HBO Lax.
Yeah,
And get get behind that paywall, baby.
it's fun.
The best place to be is behind the paywall.
And you get to binge. Oh, I love binging podcasts. It's my favorite thing. I gotta tell you, when I'm a couple episodes behind in Game of Roses, oh boy, do I have a cleaning party.
You binge them?
Of course.
A cleaning party.
Because
What
I
a
like to
treat.
clean when I go, yes, I do all. It's just the best. I love podcasts.
Yeah,
And
I'm
yours.
just listening to podcasts when I take Luke on his little walks
Oh,
and we
Luca.
walk around in the sun and explore Minnesota.
That's so cute.
But anyway, that's the business.
That's
and
the
now we
biz.
play.
Now we play.
We play The Bear Season 2, Episode 7, Forks.
Forks.
We start off. This episode is 97% about Richie. There's a few quick pops of the other characters, and one is at the beginning. Sydney is watching Coach K stuff and cooking. She is obsessed with Coach K, but she is not going back to date the hot man
know.
that told her about Coach
Lizzie
K.
and I cannot forget the hot
What is
waiter guy, and we don't
going
understand
on?
why they tease us with him and they don't bring him back. And maybe yes, he was just supposed to be a random extra, but not to us. He was-
Feeling like he was supposed to be an extra with one line. And I'm saying you do what you did with Ben Linus and Lost, and you bring that guy back. I mean, come on.
when he's that hot. This is the thing. I agree.
Yeah,
once
like we're not
again-
going to miss it. We're not going to forget about it. You should have put someone else if you wanted us to like not be
You
waiting
should've put
for him to
someone
pop up
ugly.
again.
If you want us to not keep bringing him up, put someone ugly.
Well, that really got me riled up at the beginning. I was just like, so we're not seeing him? All right.
People who like just
And then we
started
get-
listening to our podcast is like, what are they talking about? What they probably have no
They'll have
idea.
no people who are listening to the podcast probably have no idea.
I know, yeah. They're like, guys, what are
But
you?
go back to the episode where Sydney learns about him and
He's cute. He's a great. He's one
someone
line.
who
and
sent
it's
her on
very
this journey.
sexy.
Yeah. Look, he's
Look.
definitely not related to someone.
Yes,
He's the opposite
we
of
can be
a
so clear that he's not a
Nepo
cousin,
baby.
and or a nepo baby or cousin. Because I keep thinking people are cousins.
Wait, a cousin?
You know how I thought that I was nervous for a second that Carmi and Claire were cousins because she called the other guy Richie cousin and Carmi calls him cousin. I was like, wait, what's going on? Stop calling each other cousins when you're not cousins, because I then think it's weird when you
That's not
kiss each
Italian?
other. Saying cousin?
I don't know.
Well, it is
Catholic?
Italian. It is Italian for to call your cousin cousin. At least that's what my mom said when she was, because I think I said this on the pod. But yeah, she used to always say, "Hey," like whenever she sees her cousins, they say, "Hi, cousin. Hey, cousin."
I'm going to start doing that. I've never called my cousin's cousin, but I would like to.
You should, because I don't have cousins and I can't do it.
Oh, you can call me
No.
cousin,
Oh, okay, that's cute.
but we're more
How-
like sisters.
That's true. But how cute is that?
Get this alarm clock, Richie's alarm clock.
Mm-hmm.
And we see this throughout the episode, kind of like Groundhog Day, to represent the new day. And we are seeing little pieces of Richie's routine over and over again. I love how they did this. Such a good through line.
I do too. And also, I realized, Lizzie, when you said the Groundhog Day thing, I gave you a thumbs up because I didn't want to interrupt you, but I wanted you to know that I thought that was a good point. But then this is mostly for a podcast. We do have a video on our YouTube channel, but when I
We
think
do
that
have
was
a YouTube
we
channel
do have a YouTube channel, so
if
you
you
can
wanna
go,
watch.
you can go and watch me give Lizzie a thumbs up during that point, being like, yeah, Groundhog Day.
Thank
It's like sometimes I want to say like that's a good point, but not interrupt you, and and so I can.
You can just say it. If it's
Oh,
a
so
compliment,
good.
I don't mind if you interrupt.
Okay, great. I love that. That was a really good point, the Groundhog Day thing. But yes, I agree. I really like the waking up. Very relatable. The way he's staring in the mirror. He walks.
He looks
he's-
depressed.
He looks.
He smokes a cigarette in his car in the morning, and it looks cold. He is at a low point.
He is.
And you know what? This just goes to show how a few days can change your attitude
A few
in
days
life.
and a Taylor Swift song and singing a Taylor Swift song in the car.
Of course, Taylor Swift, the healer.
The healer.
She healed a nation.
Mother. Yes. I'm Gen Z.
God, we gotta go to Taylor Swift, Catherine. God,
Oh, it's tonight, and Olivia's going, and I'm so excited for her.
Olivia's going.
She's going. I know. I'm so excited for her. I honestly think I told her I'm like, if one of us had to go, I'm like, it should be you. But I'm also very jealous.
No, Catherine,
No,
it should be you. Don't say that. We're choosing ourselves.
We're choosing ourselves. You're right. But I know.
Damn it.
My sister has been texting me.
We'll go when she's in Europe.
Oh my God, how fucking cool. How I would die. That would be my literal dream to go to Europe to see Taylor Swift. We have to figure it out. We got to get the Mega Millions. We got to buy a Mega Million lottery ticket.
We need some more Patreon subscribers. Everyone, subscribe to our Patreon. Send us to Europe to see our lover.
Yes.
Anyway.
Oh boy. Or
we see. Or Catherine's rent.
Yeah, just
that
as
could
important.
Be good.
That could be big. I'll feel like I'm at a Taylor Swift concert.
The Taylor Swift of Europe of Los Feliz. We see Richie outside this, what we learn is a fancy restaurant, and he looks at the door. He goes, "Fuck you, cousin." Okay, so he's doing something because Carmi's making him. It's this weird location. I thought it was like a hospital or something.
Me too. I could not figure it out, though I should have thought restaurant.
I think that was on purpose.
Okay, yeah.
I did not think restaurant. I don't know why. There was like a beeping that sounded like a hospital.
Oh. Yeah. I was like, it looked like a museum. It reminded me of a museum. I thought museum for a second.
Well, the second time I watched it, I was like, oh, they purposefully keep the pan above the tables until like the end of the scene so that you don't know it's a restaurant.
Oh, at the end of what scene? Oh, on him walking in.
The end of the scene of Richie walking in.
Got it. Okay, yes. That makes sense.
There's like a food mobile and it pans down and you see that it's a restaurant. There's glasses on tables. And he walks into a kitchen.
Yes.
You should have suspected.
Now I have this person and I'm going, oh.
Oh,
yeah, right. This whole show is about restaurants and people making food. Right. Episode 7.
There is a clock. It's 6:17 a.m. Oh my God.
Can you imagine?
Can you even picture it?
I'm clutching my pearls.
Seems tough. Seems depressing. There's a sign that says "Every second counts." A theme we've seen before with Carmi doing the timer to move stuff around the kitchen.
Right.
We meet this man, Garrett, who says he's the back wait staff, and he tells Richie that he is on forks. And Richie is like, what? Every new stage has to clean forks all day? And Garrett says, all day, all week.
He's here for a week.
And Richie says Carmi sent him here. He's being punished for being ancillary. And then they're like, where's the chef? Oh, Chef Terry is always watching. So you're like, who is Chef Terry?
Who is Chef Terry?
Who is she?
We I should I say it now or do I wait?
What?
Lucy's face.
I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm not in your brain.
I paused for dramatic effect.
Cousin.
I got to name Garrett Nepo Baby of the episode. I got it. I'm sorry,
cousin.
Garrett. Cousin.
Damn.
Sorry, cousin. I have to name Garrett. I think he's a very cute man. I think his acting is not good, and it really hurts a lot of the scenes in this episode. And I just gotta say it up top, guys. You know how I feel about acting and how I'm right. And and I gotta say, I liked the character idea. I thought the acting hurt it. And we'll continue. But yes. Richie,
what if one of these people is a Nepo baby?
I know. And it's a good actor.
Well, no, I mean, like, what if we call one that's actually true?
What if we are right?
Yeah.
Then
We should probably check our facts.
Yeah. Then I'm really smart. That's what that means.
Well, I guess I didn't
spot him.
notice him. I didn't notice him as much as, let's say, the sister.
Oh, okay. Yes. To me, it was similar. Like,
Yeah, I would just say he was like pretty neutral, a beige flag for me.
Gotcha.
As the kids say.
As the kids say. We're Gen Z. So cute.
We then get a few quick pops of this Groundhog's Day alarm clock situation. Boom. He does the morning at the kitchen. There's like a little prep. Boom, the alarm clock. Forks. Boom, the alarm clock. Quick pops of the rest of the cast kind of cooking. So you're like, okay, we're somewhat seeing that the pre-restaurant progress is going. We see this shot of like a bunch of water pitchers going into water glasses around the table all at the same time, which was like my favorite shot of the episode. I was like, it was eerie.
Yeah. That was really, yeah. I totally forgot about that one. Oh, that's
There's
so
also
beautiful.
people palming surfaces in this part. Notable. People touching their kitchen counter. I guess that's like we're writers, so it would be a pen or the keyboard for them. It's the
yes, for me.
Surface.
Yes, exactly. When I'm clickety-clucking away. It's very sacred. I'm looking at my keyboard right now. It's disgusting. I do not clean it. I would be so embarrassed. I would be humiliated if anyone used my computer. I would be humiliated. Look at horrible. I gotta clean this after.
Don't put that in your DM to all of these actors.
Or maybe I'm like it's a good relatable thing. But speaking of gross
every woman
smudges,
a disgusting computer, and
Richie smudges a fork, or he says, "Can't I please wash dishes? I've been doing this forever." And Garrett's like, "We got the best dishwashers in the world. You just slow them down." I really liked that. And then Richie is giving him some sass. Garrett says, "Meet me outside," and Richie laughs. And I wondered if the actor just laughed. That felt like an improvised laugh. Like the way he I just thought, I don't know, maybe not, but he did that well.
He's so good.
He's so
good. Like this whole show and this episode in particular, because it's like, I just picture them being like, okay, we're doing a Richie episode. Mm-hmm. What's the funniest thing that we could see Richie have to do? It's like, oh, he has to go work at this fancy restaurant.
Yes,
and
so true.
And get yelled at, but then he gets into it, but he's still cussing. It was just
yes,
chef's kiss.
Exactly. I totally agree. That's a good point, and I totally agree. Thumbs up for the girls.
I've started now giving thumbs up when I am agreeing.
It's kind of fun,
which is not effective in an audio format.
I know. I never really thumbs up in other times, I agree. I agree with you. I think this was just a perfect premise for this character, a perfect fish out of water story. Mm-hmm. And Garrett says, no one is asking you to be here in not that great of a acting way and not that great of a line read. Sorry, I know. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'll be nicer.
Oh my God.
I'll be nicer.
Damn,
I'm sure he's a lovely person. Richie.
This poor man.
I know. He seems very likable. Richie says, he's basically like, I'm 45 years old and I'm washing these forks, that's humiliating. He's like, what, you think this is beneath you? And Garrett talks about how he loves doing what he does. He then he was like, do you realize
there are 3 stars, there's 5,000
stars.
people on the wait list,
how stoked they are to see us.
The most stars, I assume.
Yeah, I
If
guess
it's the
so.
best restaurant in the world.
Is it five? I thought 5. We really gotta look this up. Is it not out of 5 stars?
No, it's like, I think it's like she's trying to get 1 star, so I think it's like a different scale.
I see what you're saying, 'cause she just wants 1.
I think 3 must be.
3 must be crazy. I mean, it looks crazy.
Are we trashy? We don't know what
I have truly no idea. I mean, probably. But wait, let me look this up. How many highest Michelin? Oh no, how the fuck do you spell Michelin?
Oh God, we're gonna be here all day. Every day is the freaking Super Bowl, says this man that Catherine hates.
Oh, it's a scale of 1 to 3. It's a scale of 1 to 3. Yeah, sorry.
1 to 3.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
so
they're the
3 is
highest.
the highest. That's good information.
So yeah, yeah. So he says every day is the Super Bowl. He really likes serving people, and yeah, he's like, you don't have to drink the Kool-Aid, but you have to respect me and you have to respect the staff. And it's just setting us up top at this episode. Like, this is a really big deal. Like, this is we are learning about the world of a 3 Michelin star restaurant. Which I
Richie says he can do respect.
Yeah.
We then see this fancy meeting where the manager is talking about all of the and I think the manager is Renee Goubet, who is one of the producers of the show, who is also on Good Place.
And he's married to I'm such a creep, but he's married to that woman from Great News. He's married to what the fuck is why don't I remember her name? I literally follow her on Instagram. You know that Tracy Wigfield's show, Great News? It's on Netflix. Guys, if you're looking for if you like 30 Rock, gotta watch Great News. So fun. It's only got 2 seasons. It's so good. But the lead, is married to this guy. Briga Heelan. Yeah, she's married to him and they have a kid. I'm really creepy. I follow her on Instagram.
Cute.
You just get invested in people's lives you've never met. We all do it. Why am I apologizing?
Definitely.
We do it.
Wait, who was she on 30 Rock?
Oh no, she wasn't on 30 Rock. She was on Great News, which is Tracy Wigfield's show, and she was Tina Fey's protege and worked on 30 Rock. So she's the star of.
She was the lead.
The lead, yeah, the lead. She's so good.
The light hair.
Anyway, yeah, he was good. He was good. He was not Nepo Baby.
Good.
That was good acting. You want to compare that? If we want to do a comparison of acting, he did every line extremely well. So you guys see what I'm talking about. Yeah. Thumbs up. And Bo Burnham is going to dinner. Is going to this place.
I love that. PON, person of note. They say that they research everyone. Here he says Bo Burnham is good. I thought Bo Burnham was maybe going to be in the episode, and I was excited.
Me too.
But we see he says that 2 teachers whose dream is to dine at a 3-star restaurant saved up. We're going to give them the works, tour the kitchen, the gallery, and we're going to do it for free. Oh, so sweet.
Wait, it's crazy.
So sweet.
It's so, I'm like,
it's crazy.
That's amazing. It's just, that's amazing. Like, I have never heard of a restaurant doing that.
Is that something restaurants do?
I had no idea. I was so shocked.
We have to all change our Instagram bios to my dream is to.
Yes, I know.
Whatever.
Wait, also, this made me think of Bachelor producers. This made me think of Bachelor producers going on Instagrams of I don't know, trying to recruit people to be
like casting.
Yeah. So yeah, casting.
And they also talk about some smudge, take responsibility for a smudge. And then this other guy comes in who I guess is a higher up chef. Yeah. And he says these updates to the menu, and he explains why the smudge cost them 45 seconds. Basically, all these things got messed up in a chain of food stuff. And then at the end, he says, "Fuck you, Garrett." And Garrett goes, "Yes, chef, fuck me." And I thought this was the best line of the
Oh,
episode.
that was really funny.
I know Catherine hates him,
Well,
but
no. I thought he did that. I thought that was funny. I thought, well, it's hard to mess up that
Yeah.
line. Sorry. Wow. I'm just.
oh
I'm
my
being
god,
mean right now. Why am I being so mean? I think I'm just like, I think I'm feeling a little fun mood, you know?
sassy. We're
I'm
not
feeling just
behind the
very
paywall.
sassy. I know, I
cousin.
forgot.
Let me just remind you.
I forgot.
This is a free
Cousin, I
episode.
did forget. Guys, imagine what's behind the
I
paywall.
sensed you felt a paywall in front of you, and guess what? It's not there. This is going straight into the AI machines to recreate us in 1,000 years.
I know. I feel bad. I know. Well,
No,
but I also think it's
I apologize.
No. I'm sorry to this.
Yes,
man.
chef, fuck me. I mean, like that's just
It
like
was really funny. No, it's
iconic,
great.
just line.
It was an iconic line.
Um,
Yeah, this guy's. Oh,
Richie
and so also,
smokes.
sorry, I just wanted to say I really liked the scene, and I loved. I just love learning about this world. I love learning about all these worlds that the show brings us into: the cooking world, the kitchen world.
Right.
I, as I've previously stated on this show, could only withstand this industry for 2 months before I ran away crying. So, if to the heroes that can do it, it's very interesting to like see this world and see, okay, wow, this is the level of care. This is, and we're about to see more of it. Like this is the these meetings are just so. It's like as if it's like I'm sure meetings with the president aren't as like crazy as this, or at least under Trump it probably wasn't as crazy as that. But like it's
certain presidents.
certain presidents where he's like, I didn't read it. And so yeah, it was really
Arrest me.
yeah. And yeah, so I thought this was a really cool scene. I thought the smudge was really funny. And yeah, they're showing us that 45 seconds, like which to us is just like 45 seconds, please. I'll waste that, no problem. Give me 45 seconds to waste. I'll waste it, but in this situation, can't waste.
Time is precious.
Time is precious.
We
Every
see
second counts.
Richie smoke a cigarette outside, and Tiff calls, and now we know what Tiff looks like.
Yes.
And he tells her, I have 3 Taylor Swift tickets. You could come with us. And she, oh God, she tells him she is engaged to Frank, her boyfriend, I guess.
Yeah.
And she's like obviously nervous to tell him, and he's just like, and she goes, I love you.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah.
What?
So I want to analyze how interesting this is. And how
What?
I was expecting her to be angry at him. I was not expecting this tender, oh my gosh, I'm so afraid to hurt him approach. I was just not expecting it. And I really liked that. I thought it was really, when she closes her, when he asks her about the Taylor Swift tickets and she closes her eyes, I think that was like one of the best moments of the episode. That was just like, that moment was so knife in chest, and you felt, you felt hurt. You felt both of them. You felt I immediately was him in that situation, and I was immediately her. Like, I don't know, like it was just so real. Was not my most relatable moment, but almost.
I mean, I was only him, but I guess I could imagine being her. Doing the crushing. Oh yeah. We've all done that. We've all done it.
Oh my gosh. Honestly, it's a faint memory now. I don't remember the last time was it so crushed. That's so funny. So yeah, I just thought this was so sweet and so sad, and that feeling of, and it, with the information we've learned about this coupling, we talked last time, like there is a lot of love there. It's clear that she really loves him, and this episode proves again, like, yes, she really does love him, but she can't be with him. And again, it's such a pain, because I just recently, I'm like, if I had ever stayed with my ex, which would have been impossible, or stayed friends with my ex, which would have been impossible, I feel like that would always be the feeling, is like, I love you and I cannot be with you. Like, that is a painful fucking feeling. Yeah. And so I think that really gets me. And so this feeling that she's, it's like,
you really got to break up before you have children, so that
yes, exactly.
You don't have to keep them in your life.
Truly, because I can't imagine that pain is really, I'm sure, just Oh my God, I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like,
And a lot harder to get over when you're constantly reminded.
Oh my God, you can't. That's the thing. You can't, because time and space is the only thing that heals like heartbreak, and you can't have either.
She says, I love you. He says, I love you back as a train passes,
Love this.
kind of blocking out the sound. And this was my most Chicago moment of the week.
I forgot.
They're obsessed with trains. This is the B-roll people for the show.
Oh, you're
and
so right.
It, like, blasting out his I love you to make it, like, so cringe was just perfect.
I agree. I loved this choice. I thought this was just such, I mean, this moment was just perfect. Perfectly timed, great idea. Bravo.
We then see Richie at work, and he watches the manager, Renee Goubet, tell the teacher couple, that the meal is free. And I literally cried both times I watched this episode at this moment. I don't know why it got to me so bad.
That's sweet.
It's so sweet.
I'm an idiot, and like when I was seeing how the man's face looked angry when he was receiving the news, and I for a second my brain was like, why is angry? But he was in shock, and I was like, oh, he's in shock because he's telling him it's for free. But the man's face, it just took me a second.
Oh, I don't even remember their faces.
I don't know why. I was just like, oh, is he angry? Why is he angry? But yeah, no, that was so sweet. Also, just small thing is the shots of the food, and them putting this green, again, the shots are the food looks like the worst thing I've ever seen. It's just bonkers to me.
Stuff is so gross.
So gross. I don't know. I don't understand. But you know what? God bless. But how beautiful. And also how beautiful. How beautiful. How good for you. Good for these people.
Good for you. Your food looks like shit. You can't act and your food looks like shit.
Oh my gosh. It's supposed to be the full moon. Just the other day.
The full moon.
I'm on my period. It's full moon. Wait, what happened? Oh, there was that cool subway shot where the like camera was like turning and as the train was going. I thought that was cool. Richie is sitting in his car smoking a cigarette. It's very beautiful Chicago at night. Then there's like an act break, and we open on this another beautiful Chicago shot. Chicago has tall buildings. And then the alarm goes, and Richie gets up, and there's a pep in his step. He has had a little bit of an energetic burst.
He brushes his hair.
It's shocking. And I thought this was such... It just made me so proud of him. I was like, way to go for not letting a moment like that make you go down. You went up instead. You got determined. And I fucking admire that. Mm-hmm. And I love that. And he gets into work and he looks down and there's a jacket and we do these crazy zoom-ins, Quentin Tarantino-esque zoom-ins when they're being like, suit, boo, yes. Okay. You guys know what I'm talking about. And it's Quentin Tarantino.
I can imagine. Yeah, he puts a suit on. Richie's like, kind of feels like armor. Yeah, that's the point. And they do this walk and talk about how they run things at the restaurant. And the servers pass notes to each other. And he gets a note. Table 19 are a bunch of assholes.
So funny.
LOL.
I love this. Oh, God. Also reminded me how much it's the worst having to deal with assholes. Oh gosh. This whole thing, wait, guys, hold on. I have to look up if the restaurant I worked in was a star restaurant because I truly, it had
you
this.
You didn't know that?
Wait, the River Cafe, Brooklyn.
They probably didn't have any stars.
Is it
you were working there?
Michelin? It has one star. So I did work in a 1 Michelin star place.
Oh my God, Catherine, that's really impressive.
Well, I was a hostess, and let me tell you, it was this makes sense. I should have worked at a restaurant that was like more chill. I guess, you know what, guys? Now that I'm realizing I literally worked in a 1 Michelin star restaurant, probably should have tried a cool pub or something to see if I actually liked being in the service industry. Because the stress, the reason why it was so stressful for me is because the maitre d' was the most stressed out. He would be all calm with the customer and then go to me and be like, like, and yell and be like, this, and be like that intense. Like, honestly, that meeting of them being so intense was like, that was the energy.
Yeah.
And like, if I had to, this was the job I had to wear like beautiful black dress, beautiful heels. It was like, you had to like look really nice. And, and there was like, this you had to pull out the chair. If you missed, you could be on the phone, but if someone's chair needed to be pulled out and you didn't pull out their chair, people were like, you would get yelled at. Like, so the intensity was crazy, and they did it makes sense that it was one Michelin star. So this did bring some flashbacks the hostess stand could get, like, when this woman was doing all that, the next scene, the girl from Parenthood.
Oh my God.
It did not make me give me flashbacks of like shit we had to deal with and I got paid, it was $16 an hour, which felt like a lot then. Isn't that crazy that felt like a lot? I was like, oh, for a hostess gig, $16 an hour and no tips. Why did I think that was a lot? Oh my God. Crazy. Anyway, America.
I mean, it was more than I was getting paid.
I guess a normal hostess
would be $11 an hour at the stupid job.
What job? The assistant job?
That lady, Chef Jess, right?
Jess.
That's her name, Jess?
I think so, yeah.
She shows Richie all of her, like, color codes for all this shit on the guest list, and, like, she's also directing, like, the food traffic. I don't even understand what this job is.
Yeah, I think it's
the
just
coordinator.
Honestly, it feels hostess like, or like maitre d'. It feels maitre d'-esque of just, I don't even know. Maybe not. Maitre d' usually like talks to the people. Yeah.
This job would be the funniest to watch me do, though. I'd be like, well, look.
I would go at 1/4 the speed, or I would go like, it would be me 1/4 the speed. I'd be like, wait, sorry, I missed that.
People would be dead. All the allergy people would be dead. I'm sorry.
It's not a job where people's lives are at stake, but people would be dead.
Well, the allergy. She's like white chocolate allergy or whatever.
Oh, that's really funny. Oh my gosh. And honestly, she must be really in the flow. She must be in flow. You know, how do you, if you're a depressed person, this is probably a good job for you. And I'm depressed, so maybe this would be a good job.
When Richie was like, I'm getting it. I see the pattern. I was like, this is so cute.
Yeah.
Like, Richie's finding his thing. She explains that they research each guest, and he's like, yeah, wiretap those motherfuckers. That's just what I love, is just like the Richie lines after them explaining what they're doing.
Agreed. Totally agree.
They send a car to the people on the wait list, and he's like, this shit is crazy. And she's yelling all these orders, and she explains, every night you make someone's day. That's how I can do this. And I was like, ship.
Wow. Ship. 100% ship.
I don't know if I'm just... I don't know what... No. I'm thinking all these love stories are starting on the show, and they're never starting.
No, Lizzie, you're right this time. I agree.
I'm right?
Yes,
you think?
You're 100% right. And there's a moment later. I will point out.
There is a moment later. Okay. Yeah. Yes, there is.
That, yeah. So,
right. Richie then follows Garrett into the dining room as they deliver this hibiscus tea flower thing to these ladies at the table. And this like cotton candy thing like melts.
This was crazy. It
was so cool.
It was art. It was just literal art. It was beautiful. It was like it felt like a Harry Potter.
It was so beautiful, but meal. I don't feel like it tasted good.
No, there's no. I mean, oh my God, I don't know. Or I don't know. Maybe. It's
Have you ever eaten at a nice restaurant?
Well, I was in one apparently every day for a couple months, but I don't think I've ever eaten at one. And I do. But I knew it was really expensive, and I knew like their desserts were very like fancy. Like it was because this is a restaurant under the Brooklyn Bridge, so they would have this dessert that would literally be like a little chocolate bridge, and it was like, and also all of the meals did look similar to not like the cloud thing, but like the weird portion shit.
The weird thing.
We would have family dinner before they call it like family dinner before the shift, but that food was just made separately. That actually I think they talk about that in the Bear, but that was like just like bulk food that another chef made, so we didn't actually get the real stuff, but that food was good. And it was like the most beautiful. It's literally like a boat on the river. So it's like, if you get a seat by the window, it's the most beautiful. It's basically like a boat. It's like,
Catherine, I feel like we should go to this restaurant.
No, we should. Great. Again, when our Patreon numbers go up. I know.
Yeah.
I have or when I sell another movie, blah, blah, blah. Something's going to happen, guys. I can't.
Both are going to happen.
Oh my God. No, it's fine. Everything's good. No, but okay. I have a fantasy about going. I'm going to walk in once I'm rich. I'm going to walk in and I'm going to have a dinner. And then
one bridge, please.
And I'm going to tip the hostess $100 or maybe, yeah. As like,
wait, I've
had this fantasy.
That's so sweet.
And I'm gonna be as if I'm giving it to my younger
Catherine,
self.
that's so sweet.
Oh. This is game. Oh, I love you.
I don't know what the. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so glad. Hey, you know what? When I said it just then, I was like, oh, that's going to be a very powerful inner child or inner 20-year-old healing moment when that happens. Because it was so fucking stressful. But I will. Sorry. One more little story So what we did, a little secret, was if someone came in, even if they had a reservation, if they didn't look nice, if they were not dressed well, we never sat them near the window. And so like people, and like literally the maitre d' would make decisions based on how people looked. If they would get to sit
I've always
by the
thought
window.
that when I go in a restaurant and they seat me by the window.
No,
I'm like, oh, I guess you want me to advertise your restaurant.
It's true, Lizzie. It's true. I can tell you 100%. They pick you because you're hot, as they should.
Wow.
And
that's wild.
And I will say, this was owned by a very old, horrible man. And
shock.
This couple, I got a call and this woman was like, hey, I'm going to be late. But I'm proposing to my girlfriend. And so I was like, oh, she's gay. And I was like, okay, I'm going to extra wait. I let her wait even more. And when she came in, I was really, and we had a win. And I had no say over this, but they didn't sit them near a window, and it made me really sad. But I did, I literally let them come in 20 minutes way later than I normally would, because I was like, they're gay and this is a shitty homophobic place and I want them to be here. I want them to have their proposal, and their really beautiful proposal at the thing. It was really cute. A lot of people it's a lot of proposals, and there was a special thing to put in if someone has a proposal. It was kind of like that, where you're just like, okay, make sure.
How many proposals a night?
At least one. Truly, at least one a night.
Whoa.
It was always. And then they'd get an extra special dessert thing.
I'm surprised you didn't know they had a star. Sounds nice.
I'm an idiot. I had no. It's definitely a nice. My only restaurant experience was this place, and it freaked me out so much that I had to leave forever. And now I'm realizing it's not just because I'm weak, even though I am, but it's not just because of that. It's because it's a hard place to work at. This is actually really helpful for me. I'm like, oh, this was an exceptionally hard environment to work in. And I just thought I was just but I will say, sorry, something I also wanted to say is it's so beautiful to me that all these characters, when you ask them why they do this, they're like, I want to make someone's day. I like making people feel good. I like serving people. And Lizzie, I felt the absolute opposite. I hated all of those rich people who were walking. And this made me think wow, it's interesting, because I really enjoy
it's not for you.
I cannot ever. I think that's my most unrelatable moment. Honestly, that's my most unrelatable moment. And I think it's beautiful that other people feel that way. I feel that way to people I love. I love acts of service.
You feel that way with your movies.
I feel that way.
Make people feel stuff through your content.
100%. That and my friends, acts of service is a love language. Not if you're a stranger. If you're a stranger and you're acting like you're above me, ooh, something
Fuck
in my
you.
brain makes me go, nope, 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 nope. You think you're better than me, and you're treating
Get 'em.
yeah. Sorry. Anyway, I don't know if anyone could relate to that. Maybe. Anyway, the hibiscus
Are you kidding
tree,
me? I feel like most people have worked some sort of service
yes,
job.
and like, God bless you guys who enjoy it. God bless. I love you.
They bring this crazy fancy dish to the table, and Richie goes, fuck me. And the lady luckily goes, took the words right out of my mouth. And I was just like,
Almost my horniest moment. Pretty.
Richie then runs this like deep dish errand for someone who hasn't had deep dish while they're in Chicago. And then one of the chefs makes these round, tiny things out of the deep dish pizza.
Sorry. The him opening the box and the crust being really burnt was my most Chicago moment of the episode. I don't know. It just felt
The pizza was very Chicago.
It was very Chicago. I feel like it's a Chicago moment.
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
I do love a good deep dish, and I thought that was really cute. I loved, again, another thing I loved seeing. I loved seeing the chef make art out of deep dish. Love it. So cool. Fucking amazing.
And
it's
it was
art.
like something I actually would want to eat.
Yes.
Yes, he puts micro basil on it. Richie's like, micro basil, fuck yes. And he volunteers to bring the dish to the table. He wants to do some extra credit.
Aww.
And he brings it to the table, and he does this whole thing. You can't leave without having my favorite dish. And the people are loving it, and he schmoozes up with them, and
he's
love
a charmer.
the food.
He's a charmer.
And the service. Yeah, he's charming their pants off.
He is very charming.
And
I love it.
Richie then calls out these answers in this taste test. He's really getting hyped. We see him at home reading a book that I guess must be about cooking or whatever.
Yeah.
He answers these trick questions that Chef Jess is saying about the restaurant.
I thought this period of time was a longer than a week. I was so surprised at the end. They're like, your week's up. I was like, whoa, that felt like he was there for like a month with this montage.
Yeah.
Did that make you feel? Yeah. I was like, what's he? Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I think like if we were to count the alarms, I bet it would add up correctly.
I bet it would add up. I bet they'd add up. And then sorry, were you going to say it? Go for it.
No, you did.
Oh, no. As they're doing this montage, we hear the beginning notes of fucking Love Story. And it starts playing, and he fucking starts, in my most relatable moment of the week, Richie starts screaming to Love Story in his car as he's driving, and then yelling at another car to drive better.
I love that. He's screaming at people in the middle of the song.
Of the whole series.
Richie singing to Love Story while driving this car, being all pumped up, was my horniest moment of the week. I fucking loved this scene.
Lizzie.
I screamed. I sang out loud. Both times I watched it, I was just like, oh my God, such a good song. Such a good song. And it's like about proposals, which like he's dealing with the being crushed by the other proposal of Tiff, and oh God, it was so good.
Oh, I didn't even think about that double meaning. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Oh, that's beautiful. I love this great horny moment. I mean, oh my, anything hotter than a hot
my
man
favorite scene in the
singing Taylor
series.
Swift. I think I agree. Really fucking
Like,
great.
So good.
What a gift. What a gift.
And then we see Richie wake up before the alarm clock. Can you believe that?
Unrelatable.
This was my most unrelatable moment of the week. Never done it.
Never done it. Never will.
We see Richie and Garrett talking, and he's like, am I the oldest stage? And he makes Garrett tell him that he's 30. And he reveals that he had a drinking problem, but then he got into service, and he loves taking care of people. It's kind of like working at a hospital. And Garrett says, we're going to miss you, but we got a new stage tomorrow. You got one more shift. And this is crushing. Like, Richie's finally like found his purpose,
Yeah.
and he's like, if something opens up, like let me know.
Oh, and it's
Sad.
because it's like what we've been seeing him searching for this. Like in the first episode of this season, and he's depressed, he's searching. 5 years ago, he was still, kind of depressed and searching. And so, this is a big moment for his character. That he's like, oh my gosh, wait, I feel like I fit in. I feel like this feels right. But then we'd go to this next scene where he calls Carmi, and Fac's there, and he's like, what's up? And then Carmi keeps getting distracted because Fac keeps, first Carmi says that they failed the fire suppression test again, and they only have one more chance, and if they fail, that's really fucking bad. And then Fac keeps sparking himself on the fucking thing, and it's really stressful, and he keeps doing it. And Carmi says, what's the problem? Richie's like, no, I don't need anything. I finished the thing. I know you sent me there because I was annoying and you wanted me out of your hair. I know you sent me there because you thought I was being a jagoff, but you're the jagoff, and blah, 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 blah. And he's mad. And is this him dealing with his sadness that he can't keep working?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Very sad.
Yeah, I think he's taking out his anger on Carmi, that it's being taken away from him.
Yeah. And a good reminder that when people are mean to you, there's usually something else going on in their life. Good reminder to me.
Good reminder. I've been trying to do the thing where you just imagine like the best possible reason.
Good.
Like for things happening, like, oh, well, they're probably running super late. They got a pregnant lady about to pop or something in the car.
Yes,
whatever.
you know what? Because why not? It's like, why not imagine the best case scenario? Why imagine the worst case? It just makes sense. No, I think that's so smart,
Because
Lizzie. That's really good.
It's the opposite of anxiety.
Yes, no, that's so smart. I'm so proud of you. Richie.
Yeah. We then see the alarm go off, and he wakes up before the alarm, but he's not happy, and then he clears out his kitchen.
Yeah.
He's a new man.
He cleans, which is a good sign.
Cleaning.
After when you're feeling depressed and you start cleaning, it's like, okay, maybe you're feeling a little better. From experience. And Jess comes in and she's like, do you want to come out over here? And he's like, no, I have to finish the bin. And she goes, thanks for, it was really good getting to know you. We're going to miss you. And then she looks back at him when she leaves. She looks back in my horniest moment of the episode.
That was my runaround.
A little bit of a... So I was like, oh, okay. All right. And then I was like, why is she so familiar? And she's the girl from Parenthood. If anyone else was wondering why she was so familiar.
I watched Parenthood. Wait, who was she?
The teenage girl.
Oh my God.
I know. It's crazy.
Whoa.
Yeah. Good for she looks great. So Richie.
We then see.
Oh, this is. I love this scene.
Richie walks into one of the chef rooms, and there is a lady there. Not just any lady.
Not just any lady.
Olivia.
The Queen.
Coleman?
Yeah, Olivia Coleman. God, was I shocked, and God, was I pleased.
I mean, what a stunt cast here. I love this.
Lizzie,
my
dream is now after this is to make a TV show where the first season is so good that every actor wants to be in the second season. What a fucking dream position to be in.
I know.
Isn't that wonderful? I love that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, yeah.
Me too.
So great.
She is peeling potatoes and explains like it's a great way to start the day and mushrooms, whatever.
Yeah, you're right. Whatever. I was just so focused. I was just looking at them. I was like, "What?" I'm like, "Why are they?"
Oh,
I was just like, "What is this?"
I did not realize.
And he asks her basically like, why are you doing so we're learning, okay, this is the chef, like why are you doing this? And she's like, well, I feel like it keeps me like humbled and connected to the work. And she's like, it's a good use of time. God, I love that. I really love that. I think that's how I hope to always be. Even if you're like in the highest position, you still see such value in what the lowest position does. I don't know, or still feel like you're not even above that. Like that is so beautiful. Really, really loved this.
They trade their family histories too. They both had dads in the army, and he apologizes that Carmi pulled the favor to get him the job, and she's like, no, I never do favors. And she tells a story about how it's basically her second restaurant because the first one failed, but then she like saw this sign, and she and Richie's like, my best friend's ma was like my ma, and she says, I learned the most about my dad when I was packing my dad's house, like looking at his notebooks. Sad.
So sad.
And Carmi told me that you're good with people and he believes in you.
Oh,
so sweet.
it was so fucking sweet. I loved this scene. I could have watched it for so much longer. And it's just, again, it just goes to show what really grounded these are two very grounded good actors, and so hearing them tell stories, you're not bumped. Like that's the difference between the bad acting. When you know, it's like you're bumped, you're like you're seeing the words on the page when they're saying, but with these kinds of actors,
the dialogue feels worse when the acting is worse.
Exactly. Isn't that crazy? It's really interesting how
it is
how
crazy.
it can how good acting can elevate, like even like it just, this scene was just so beautifully well done. How they're so lucky Olivia Colman wanted to do their goddamn fucking show, fly to Chicago and be in this. It's so and yeah, I loved the story, and I loved and then so she walks out and he goes, wait, you didn't tell me what your dad said when you didn't finish your story. And he's like, what did your dad sign off with? And then he turns and he looks, and Love Story starts playing, and it says every second counts. And I'm getting goosebumps now just talking about it. Is this like, beautiful.
That song is powerful.
It felt like it is powerful, but it felt like this felt like a play. This felt very like a play. The ending of this scene. This like wait, I don't know why. It just like my mind went to play, which I love. I love plays, but
yelling out this question to her after she's left the room, he's never going to get a response, saying something no one could hear, was my most relatable moment of the week. I don't know if I already did one, but this was also one.
No, I don't think you did. That is so funny, Lizzie.
I'm too soft spoken, and so half the stuff I say no one hears.
I just was not expecting that.
But then sometimes it'll.
I'm just picturing.
Then
you
sometimes
like,
I'll be like, that one was just for me. It's so sad. Or if it's like, I love you, and then I hear it, and I'm like, I'm saying that to myself.
Oh, yeah. I love you. It's good. I do love myself.
We had a lot of sad reveals in this episode. This one probably should have been behind paywall.
It is funny. You never know where when that stuff's gonna come out. God, it's so, podcasting is dangerous. I really do sometimes feel like it's just you.
So dangerous.
It's so
yeah, especially
funny.
when it's me and you. And I'm just like, oh yeah.
I know. And like but yeah, anyway, guys.
Well,
and then
anyway.
the cut to the black and the love story. It was a great ending. Great fucking ending to this episode. They used the song perfectly. So happy. Slow cat clap.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
Is this from this episode?
What?
He sees a sign of Chef Terry with Carmi and Will Poulter.
Oh, sorry. He did see a picture. Yes, he saw a picture of when he's walking from the Forks to the Olivia Colman room. He does see a picture of Carmi and that British dude. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, that was interesting. That was interesting.
Yeah, that basically means that the every second counts thing she says that her dad said that, and then
I'm getting so many goosebumps.
And then she passed it down to Carmi and the guy, the Copenhagen guy.
Yeah. I am just full body chills. That is so beautiful. I don't know why I didn't piece that together until you said that, but
No,
that's so beautiful.
I mean, I had to watch it
where
multiple times.
That's what it comes
I think
from.
that's what that means.
We've been hearing this phrase so much, and we've learned the origin, and it's what her passed away father used to sign off things with. That's beautiful. Oh, shit like that, man. And the way they revealed it was beautiful. I'm getting so many goosebumps. Good storytelling. Just really good storytelling.
Oh, wait. I didn't even get that.
Oh.
Wait, that's from the notebooks?
Right? Because he was like, wait, what did your dad say?
Yeah, that was the sign off.
Yeah, yes. What was this? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's the answer. Right.
Yes. I thought, for a second, I was like, is it? And then I was like, it has to be. Why would they wouldn't do that if... but I did doubt it for a second.
That's the connection.
Yeah.
Through the notebooks.
So beautiful.
You know, we can power our way through these things.
We usually get there, guys. You know what? You know what
half
they say
hour
about
comedy.
the HBO Max girls is they will get there. They will eventually get there. It's your experts, baby.
Good Lord. Subscribe to our Patreon. Get even more of this. Oh my God, we've gone for an hour.
I know. This was a longer one. We had a lot of chit chatting, and then I do have to cut out a thing I said in the middle, but it wasn't bad. You know what? Maybe I'll put those. Maybe I should put things I clip out on the Patreon. Another little incentive, but we have to talk about what those things are.
Oh my God, no.
It's just like no. Wait, I have
not this one.
I have a thing. I have to do my thing because there wasn't a new one for a while, and I keep forgetting to go back and listening to ones I've done before because I do want to make sure I get them all, but I've been busy. But there was a new one. And it's a 5 Michelin stars.
Oh, a new review.
On review.
Oh,
from
5 stars.
5 stars. From not Kelly Clarkson, which seems like something Kelly Clarkson would say. You know? So to me, this might be from Kelly Clarkson. Great takes and always makes me laugh.
The best disguise is right in front of you.
Found this
great what?
The great takes and always makes me laugh. Found this podcast through Lizzie's other podcast, Game of Roses, same, and I'm so happy I did. I love how Lizzie and Catherine recap my favorite shows. As film industry folks, they have great takes and always make me laugh. We need Catherine's mom as a guest star for that fake phone number catch. Right? So good. Loving the bear coverage.
I would love to get your mom's take on this season.
Right? No, I mean, it would be interesting to do a call-in with her. But wait, I love this sign off. Some might say this season tastes like restaurant. # if you know, you know. And...
Cute.
I do know. Oh, I love that. Thank you so much, Kelly Clarkson. No, that would be cute to have.
I love Since You've Been Gone.
God, I love Since You've Been Gone. Such a good song. I also love Breakaway.
I also love everything that Taylor Swift has done because she's the same age as me and the same gender and
and
sexuality.
And yeah, I mean.
And height.
Are you...
Just kidding.
I mean, Taylor Swift's bi, as we know. # Gaylor.
Look, are you trying to be the next Ariana Grande?
Guys, do you guys believe in Gaylor? Because sometimes I think I do.
Catherine,
I know.
Cousin, you've talked to me about this so many times. I know you believe in Gaylor.
Sometimes I do lose faith.
Don't pretend like you don't.
Sometimes I do lose faith, though. And sometimes I'm ashamed to say I do lose faith. I'm ashamed to tell people, you know what I mean? I'm ashamed to be like, I have doubts, you know?
Well, I assume, I understand being ashamed to tell people. I don't think, I think
I gotta be real.
It's something that you gotta.
And it's different.
You gotta rein in.
And it's different.
You don't want to
explain. Says, I can melt your world, argumentative, antithetical dream girl. It sounds like she's talking to a girl when she says, I can still melt your world, argumentative, antithetical dream girl. Is she?
But not referring to herself.
But how does that? It doesn't really make English sense to say that. Like, I can still melt your world. She would be like, I am an argumentative, you know? doesn't really. I'm like, why did she not put the I'm in there if she didn't want the confusion? It's clearly confusing. Also, maroon is very gay. I don't know. See, I'm back. I'm convinced again.
Look, I saw a thing that was like lavender haze is like lavender is the color of like.
There are stretches. This is the thing. Is some people on in the gay world, there's stretches, and I'm like, guys, that's a stretch. But there are certain things that are not stretches, and I go, see, that's what I'm. I'm a very discerning person.
Look, I don't think we would know either way because she's very private with all these things.
I'm really
and
upset.
We gotta
we'll
get to the bottom
know.
of it in Europe.
In Europe.
So everyone help us get there.
Oh, please. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. Truly, it means so much. Thank you for all those sweet reviews. It's really, really helpful for our little pod. And yeah, it's just so
please review us.
So grateful for you guys.
Go to Apple Podcasts.
Just
click 5 stars. It takes 2 seconds, and it's every second counts, and it's time well spent.
Yeah, just put a timer on for 45 seconds. And yeah. I love that. All right.
And vote in the Patreon poll about what show. And yes.
It gives a different meaning to Chef's Kiss. Maybe a Chef's Kiss is on your face. Okay, and I love you.
Oh my God, I love you. I love you. Bye.